Hey guys, it's Dan here with the corporatethiefbeats.com. I've got a new video for you today, and I titled this video "We Can Learn a Lot from This Hip Hop Artist," and to start thinking like this hip hop artist. And the hip hop artist that I have on this article, the link will be in the description, is called Chamillionaire. And the reason why I made this article, because it's a little bit different than what I usually do when I create articles. I read a lot of music marketing blogs, and I love the way they kind of make you think. And I think this article might speak to a lot of hip hop guys better than other articles, and how Chamillionaire has learned how he has taught me the value of community, and from what I've learned from his interviews. There's like 2 interviews I have on this blog, and I really think you will learn a lot from these interviews. So definitely check those interviews out. There's one where he's interviewed for a social media conference, and he talks about how he uses social media. And another one is venture capital, this week in venture capital, and he talks about his business and stuff like that. I always liked Chamillionaire ever since I heard his second album, Ultimate Victory, and I've always liked his music, and I thought he was a much better rapper than I actually first had given him credit for. Before, when you said Chamillionaire, everyone says Right and Dirty, and that's it. Like, but if you actually listen to his second album, there's some great tracks on there. But just to move on from that, what I really like from these interviews that I've highlighted, and I've actually gotten good feedback since I've actually posted this, and I should credit a music producer on one of our forums. He actually found this post, and I've actually I think it was Young Biss or something like that. His name was, or yeah, he said that he found this video, and I actually said this is a great idea to share with the readers of my blog, or if you're watching me on YouTube, or if you're listening to the audio on SoundCloud, that sharing these videos on Chamillionaire, talking about how he uses social media, the power of community, and what business lessons I've learned from him. Um, he really stresses the power of building a community, and he did that when he started off, and he built a forum on his website, and he goes through little tiny things like giving everyone at chamilionare.com email addresses, and everyone thinking they were cool. So it was a great marketing thing to get people to sign up to his music newsletter, and I thought it was really clever. He also talks about the kind of old strategies that they think that music companies think that every artist is the same, so they just hand them a book with music strategies, and he doesn't like them, and he says we should be thinking of something different, because he says he uses a good example in this one of these videos where he says you go to the music label company, they set up a competition for win a trip to Hawaii, and everyone comes to help to promote the album using that trip to Hawaii. But he says no one ever believes that, because you never hear about the winner of that competition. So he says if we do that, he wants to hang out with that person who wins. He wants to show everyone on his blogs and stuff that that person wins. And it's a really clever marketing. It's much better than what everybody else is doing as well. He also stresses really the power of community, and he's gotten into trouble, but in a kind of a light way, where he kind of really engages fans on Twitter, and it's kind of clever. He'll kind of give out to fans that are giving out to him, or trolling on his Twitter page, and he'll give out to them saying, well, you never actually participate properly in the conversation, that's why I never want to acknowledge you. But he goes in there and he starts talking about basketball and stuff that people are actually interested in, instead of just kind of going in there going, buy my album, buy my album, buy my album. He's really clever on how he uses it. And we all need these social tools to promote our music. There's nothing wrong with using the social tools to promote your music. What the problem lies is where you over depend on these social tools to promote your music, and you don't build the community. If you keep bombarding, I see beat makers do this, I see rappers doing this, and it's just me, 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 and no one cares. No one's if they actually bothers to use Buffer or Hootsuite to check the analytics of their tweets or their Facebook posts, they would see that none of those people are actually clicking on them, and if they do, they're probably going to be a high bounce rate. They don't have people actually listening to them in the first place, and that's what I like what Chamillionaire says here. He goes in and he checks out if people are going to some basketball forum that he was talking about, stuff like that, getting real people in a big long discussion about something that matters, and connecting with his audience. And I've really changed my marketing in this. A lot of my social sites now are really just collections of great resources and music marketing ideas. That's the way I really want to intend. I don't mind putting up a funny post from time to time, but I don't like the whole idea of just getting a meme and sticking it up all day. And some people, like gambling sites, tend to do that, and it's great. It probably works with that niche, but I feel that if I want my sites or the corporate thief beats to be more than just hip hop beats, and that's the way I see my social channels. I'm going to find great articles on how I can promote my music, and I'm going to share them with you. And a lot of people kind of are coming towards that now and seeing, going, oh, thanks, Dan, for finding this article. This is a great article. I've learned a lot here. Or it just gets people talking about stuff, and that's what the engagement is so important. And Chamillionaire talks about how he does this on social media. So really definitely check that out. And he talks about how he uses his form and stuff like that. And he's really, really clever. He also talks about leverage when he came to music labels and stuff like that. And he said that he had enough money to invest in his first album, and then he came to the label, and but he came with every badge on his chest from every label, proving to each label that he doesn't mind. He didn't matter if he didn't get signed. He was fully confident that if he didn't get signed, that it wouldn't matter to him. He was going to still continue on what he was doing, and I think that's really clever. And he kind of not bashes. He doesn't want to go on and bash the music industry, but he also really kind of. I don't want to spoil this because there's some really good things in here, and I really want you to go and check out the video because it will explain it to you better than me. I kind of get over passionate about kind of stuff like this, and maybe I kind of lose track, so I'm stopping myself right there, and I'm saying just really check out the video because there's some really good kind of clever things that he talks about with labels and stuff like that, and he really explains for some new artists what they should expect when they go to a new label. And definitely check out these videos. I feel that I relate to him because he uses social media a lot better than all the other kind of artists did before. And if you see a lot of big artists now, they kind of talk about stuff, but then it's really like, oh, come to my show, Instagram picture. It's kind of very predictable marketing. You never really know if it's actually them behind them. And for more often than not, like if you check out Rihanna's page or Facebook page, more often than not, you never know if it's actually them. They have big teams of marketers that kind of come in, and I don't think Rihanna or big marketing or big pop stars are going to come in and go like, t-shirts are only $9.99 at the moment. You know, they kind of don't do that kind of marketing. I think we're all kind of clever enough to know that they don't do that. But what I really want you to learn from this article is what Chamillionaire really stresses in the power of community, how he uses social media, and just thinking outside the box. That's the main point. It's like, okay, this is the norm. How can I take the norm and actually just adapt to what else is going around me, and learn kind of put in a little bit more work, and be that little bit different to stand out from the crowd. It's all about thinking about outside the box, and kind of realizing the community, the power of building a community, the power of chatting to people when they hit you up on Facebook or Twitter, or when they come to your website. and it's all about that. He's really clever. Talks about like CDs and how he signed like certain CDs in a certain way so that they would only be the first 100 CDs that would be given out, and that's it. He'd never sign them that way again, and I thought that was really clever. He's always thinking of different ways. But at the bottom of this post, I put a Pinterest board of all of these video interviews of Chamillionaire, and he tells really kind of clever stuff here and there. So definitely check out the 2 videos that are on the article. Read the article on my site, but definitely check out the Pinterest board at the bottom of the article, because that's where all the good videos are, and I hope you learn something from that. Okay guys, that's the Corporate Thief Beats. Don't forget to check out the other videos that I've just uploaded, and don't forget to check out the new articles that I've there as well. I have an article on 4 music marketing blogs that you should be reading. Really good information there. That's where my go-to sources of music marketing information. I also have a post about all my best posts of 2013. So all the articles, all the information I've learned, I condensed them down to like 6 or 7 posts that I really think will help hip-hop artists. But if you're a musician and you come to my site anyway, I'm sure you could take a little bit of information there and apply it to your own kind of niche and what kind of music you promote. Same principles will apply, but you kind of have to bend it towards how you engage with your audience and the people that listen to your music. There's some great, definitely check out this article about Chamillionaire. I kind of cleverly titled it, Start Thinking Like This Rapper Today, so that people will want to see what rapper I'm talking about. So I hope that kind of clever little marketing tip kind of lures you in. If you watch the video, please like the video and subscribe to the channel. I hope you learned something cool from this video. Definitely check out what's in the content, and I hope that I will be chatting to you soon in another video. Thanks for listening, guys. This is thecorporatethievebeats.com. Take care.